Hello, dear students. Thank you for connecting for this class. Thank you for joining to this class. The topic for this class is from the inside of a newspaper, and we talk about also about the simple past and past perfect tense, right? The simple past and past perfect tense. The objective for this class is use the simple past and past perfect tense to share life experience and also learn vocabulary related to people who work in elaboration of newspapers. Right? Now for a start this class, we talk about what is the most famous newspaper in your town or in your country. You are from Quito, right, Sarai? Okay, in Quito, what is the most famous newspaper?
El comercio.
Okay, El Comercio. Why is the most famous? Do you like this paper or no? This newspaper?
I don't read the newspaper. Sometimes in the school.
Okay, but do you don't like to read a newspaper? I think it's a very good way to know about the news around the world and also in the country. What about you, Melanie? What is the newspaper that you read, or what is the most famous newspaper in your town?
I
Where are
don't
you?
read, but in my town, the most famous is El Comercio.
Okay. I think in Ecuador is the most famous is El Comercio. I think so.
Yes,
I think is in Ecuador. What about you, Jordan? Do you read something?
No, I don't read the newspaper, but in my city, the most famous is El Comercio or El Universo.
Okay, El Universo. Thank you. Where are you from? You live in Ibarra, right?
Yes, I
Okay. Okay, but do you know how many people work for have these newspapers? We have a lot of people behind the newspapers, right? And now we talk about some people or some characters that work. We talk about the people who work in elaboration of a newspaper. We have the publisher, right? We have a publisher. The publisher is the main voice and they have the final decision in which articles will be published in the newspaper, right? This is the principal function for publisher. The next is photographer. Photographer. What do you think about the photographer? Sarai, what is the character? What do you think?
Um, can you repeat me the question?
Can you read? Can you read, please? Can you read what is
Okay.
the role of a photographer?
Okay, it's a professional who accompanies reporters on segments in order to take photos or videos related to the story. The photographer may also go out in his or her own or for special projects that do not require the reporter to be there at the same time.
Very good. This is the role of photographer, right? Is a professional who accompanies reports on assignments in order to take photos or videos related to that story. This is the role for in the newspaper. Now we have the editor. Can you read, please, Jordan? What is the role of the editor?
as in review, edit, rewrite, and lay out a copy in a newspaper except advertisement. Editors sometimes write stories or editorials that offer opinions on issues. They review the editorial page and copywriting by staff or syndicate columnist.
Okay, this is the editor. The principal role of the editor is review. He or she review and rewrite the articles, right? He review every article that will be published in the newspaper. And also he or she write editors, something write stories or editors that offer opinion, right? She writes an article for opinion. I don't know if you watch in the newspaper, we have a lot of editors in the second page maybe. And the finally is the journalist. The journalists of the newspaper research and write stories for national, regional, and local press. They report on news and politics, as well as on sports, arts, and culture, so everything, right? They also cover national and local events, entertainment, and human interest stories. This is the role of the news, the journalist. Okay, we finish with the vocabulary. Now we talk about the grammar. The grammar is, how I said before, is about past perfect tense and simple past tense, right? We have a line, we can see what is first. What is first? Past perfect and simple past. I will read the definition of past perfect. The past perfect used to talk about an action that happened before another action in the past, right? This is important to know. The past perfect happened before an action in the past. And a simple past tense used to express action that started and ended in the past. This line is very, very interesting and show what the tenses are, where the tenses are, right? We are here is now, and 9 a.m. you arrived, and early in the 7:30, I ate a breakfast, right? Making a sentences. When you arrived, I had, you can use this word already, I had already eaten. That is, it means that when you arrived, I finished my breakfast before that you arrived, right? We have here some examples and say, when the journalist arrived, the photographer had already taken some pictures of the accidents. What is the meaning of this sentence, Melanie? What do you think about these sentences? What happened first?
Sorry?
What happened first? What action happened first?
The first sentence, to arrived.
No. The first action that happened is that the photograph had already. It's very important to take in count this word, have already. When you use this word, means is before the action in the past, is before. Already is the first action, right? When we use already is the first action. If it is the first action, means that we are using past perfect tense. How you can see in the line, first happened the past perfect tense. This is past perfect tense, and this is simple past. This is now, this is simple past, and before is past perfect tense, right? Now we have some examples in past perfect tense. We have this example. He had played hockey. In simple past, he played hockey, right? We use the auxiliary, which is had, right? We use had because it's past perfect. The auxiliary is had, and we use the participle of the verb, right? He had, we have these examples, he had played. In order to make a sentences negative, is the same, just add the word not. He had not played hockey, right? He had not played hockey. Also, we can make a contractions. He'd not played hockey, or he hadn't played hockey, right? Now we have more example, right? I need to understand which is first. When you use past perfect is first, and after that is a simple past. Please, can you read this example, Jordi? The first one.
He had cooked the dinner already when she arrived.
Okay, what happened first? What happened
Uh,
first? He
he
cooked,
had he had cooked the
very
dinner.
good. He had cooking is the first action, very good. Next, Melanie, the second example, please.
When he arrived, she had already gone home. The first sentence is she had already gone home, and the
Exactly.
second is the first.
Very good. Very good. You are right. You understand now. The next one, please, Sarai.
She had already gone home before he arrived.
Yeah, okay. Which action happened first?
She had already gone.
Exactly. This is first. He had already go home before he arrived. Very good. Now I will share you in the chat box a link. This link is an article, is a reading, and you need to read this paragraph and underline the sentence that are in the simple past, and also if you can find a sentence that are that in the past perfect tense. Just one sentence in past and one sentence in past perfect. And read aloud. Please open this link and find just one sentence in past, and maybe you can see one sentence in past perfect. Okay, who can help me with just one example? Doesn't matter if it is in the past or in the past perfect. One example, who have the example, please raise your hands on, please talk. Melanie, maybe do you have an example?
Okay, I have to use already.
Maybe you can use already, okay.
Okay, I had cooked the dinner already.
Okay, where is this? This.
No, está mal.
You need to open this article and
Oh,
read and find a
I
sentences. Just find a sentences in the paragraph. You need to find a sentences. You can read
sorry.
what sentences is in there in past perfect.
Okay, then they had practice for 6 months before they danced in the competition.
Competition. Very good. Very good. Another one, Sarai. Sorry, Sarai. Another one. Another example that you find.
Jane and Emily's friends never had been they and Emily dance.
Okay. Very good. What about you, Jordan? Did you find a sentence on, or maybe an example about past perfect or past?
Uh, After everyone have danced in the
What else?
last paragraph.
Where is,
After every
okay, this one, right?
uh, after everyone had danced the judge announcing the winner.
Okay, after everyone had danced, the judges announced the winners, right? Very good. Thank you for your contribution. And now we continue with a very quickly exercise about this topic. We start very quickly with Sarai. What do you think? We need to use the verb in the brackets, in the parentheses. What is, we need to use this verb. For example, last year my classmate and I noticed that our school library. What do you think is next? We need to use not have, but obviously we need to know it is past or past perfect.
Have not.
Is didn't have, right? Didn't have because it's in the past, right? Just it's in the past. We use the verb have as a verb, no as an auxiliary. In this case, we use have as a verb, right? And the next one, Sarai, maybe you know what is the next? We need to use the verb decide.
We have decided.
Okay, decided. Everything is in past, right? Everything is in past. Okay, last year my classmates and I noticed that our school library didn't have many nice new books, and we decided to do something about. Everything is past. The next one, what do you think is the next one, Jordan? We need to use these words. You know, we have the word already. You know what is the tense. When we invited neighbors to donate books, we had already collected, right? When we see the word already, you know that we need to use a past perfect. In order to do a past perfect tense, we need to use an auxiliary, which is had, use the word already, and the verb in the third form, which is collected. Right? The next one, Sarai, what do you think is the answer for the next?
We did talk to the school principal for ask for him permission.
Had talk, had talk. Everything here, I think, is in the past perfect. Everything. The next one, Jordi.
Uh, have been
Let me see. Was.
was
Now we will analyze why happened that. And the last one is had already. It's easy when you have the word already. We already know that is the past perfect tense. But we don't have, it is important to read the tense. Okay, last year my classmates and I noticed that our school library didn't have, we don't know anything that showed that is before, right? And many nice new books, and we decided to do something about. In this case, we have when we invited neighbors to donate books. We have already connected storybooks and textbooks from our teachers. Before that, we had talked to the school principal to ask for his permission. Of course, the book collection project was read and success. By the end of last year, we had already gathered 250 new books. We need to read all the history for understand what happened first, right? It's very important. Now we have this quiz, which is a very easy quiz. This is the last activity for this class, and I hope you will understand better this topic. In this quiz is very clear about what you study. Okay. Okay. Please, Sarai, help me with the first question. Can you read, please? Please active your microphone.
We took for the lunch the spaghetti my mom had prepared.
What do you think is?
Had prepared that last night.
Hmm. We took for lunch the spaghetti. We took for lunch the spaghetti. My mom prepared this, had prepared. Why is had prepared? Because is after that we took the lunch, right? We took for lunch the spaghetti. My mom had already prepared last night, right? The next will be last night. Melanie, what is the answer for this question? Last night, we have already in these sentences I have to call the verb in the past. What do you think is the verb in this example?
Has lost? No. Lost. Have lost.
Lost. Because we have this. What is the auxiliary? What is the auxiliary for this, for the past perfect? Melanie, what is the auxiliary?
This.
The auxiliary that we use in the past perfect?
Have.
Have or had?
Oh, sorry. That's perfect. Have.
Very good. But we don't have had in this, right? You can see the option. We don't have had. We have has, have, and we don't have the word had, the auxiliary had. That's why it is lost, is in the past. The next one, Jordi. It can be easy. Jordan, what do you think is the answer?
I have visit. I has visit.
This is I visited. Very good. But you need to use visited because is the participle of the verb. Another one. Sarai, can you help me with this last example?
He have known Julie for 3 years. We still meet.
In this case is present perfect. He has known. What is the participle of the verb known? Sarai, what is the participle of the verb known?
Known.
Known, very good. That's why we'd avoid this answer and avoid this answer too. And this has, in this case, is a present perfect, right? This is a topic for the next class, the present perfect, right? Now, as a summary for the class, how I said we study the past perfect tense and the simple past. The principle in this class is that the past perfect happened before the simple past. This is very important to read and understand the sentence, the context of the sentence, how we say, how we watching the article. Also, if we have an article, we need to understand what happened first and what happened before, what happened after, right? How I say, we need to use the past perfect tense in order to talk about action that happened before another action in the past. And we use the simple past tense in order to express action that started in the past and ending also in the past. Right? Now, maybe do you have any question about this topic? Okay. As a homework, I will send this video, and it is important to practice the listening skill. We have a subtitles here, but I need that don't use the subtitle, try to avoid the subtitles and try to listen. Try to listen the video and write the sentence. First, write the sentence that you heard. Try to read everything that you read. Doesn't matter if it is wrong. Just try to listen and write every sentence that you heard, please. This is the homework. After that, when you finish the video, you can activate the subtitles and you can see if what you read it's okay or it is wrong, right? It is a very important. You can do that with any video. You need to first play the video without subtitles, and after that play with subtitles, and you can compare between both, right? You can make a comparison and contrast between both. And if you listen, a lot of times you can improve your listening skill. It's very important to try do and practice every day you wanted to improve your listening skill. It's very important. That's everything. Thank you so much for joining to this class. I hope you connect the next class. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much.